Okay, we've got questions already. Amazing. Okay, best face yoga for jawlines, something for dark circles. Let's start with that. Okay, jawlines. First thing is posture, so important. So you want to lengthen up through the spine. You want to bring your chin almost parallel to the floor. You want to keep your shoulders relaxed, and you want to try and stay in that posture as much as possible with really good deep breathing. What we tend to do in day-to-day life, and I know I'm guilty of it as well, is spend a lot of time in this position. Now you can see straight away there what that's doing to my jawline. So lifting up, opening everything, expanding is my first tip for helping to lift the jawline area. So posture is really important, particularly when you're using a phone. Bring the phone up to here. You don't want to be looking down at your phone. It's creating fluid accumulation here. It's weakening the muscles in the neck, and it's starting to make the jawline look saggier. Plus, good posture really helps with our breathing, and there's nothing more important for our wellness and health than good deep breathing. So posture would be my number one tip for helping to define the jawline. Number two would be do some facial massage. So gentle massage all the way up works really beautifully. And that is just going to help to lift and define the muscle. You can also go up like this. It's also going to help with reducing a build-up of fluid accumulation in that area. It's also going to help the skin look healthier and more glowing because we're boosting the blood flow, we're boosting the blood circulation to that area. So first tip for jawline is posture, second one is massage, and third is your facial exercise. Lots of techniques you can do, particularly in my two books, Danielle Collins Face Yoga and the Face Yoga Journal. And if you want to delve deeper into all of that, of course, there's our teacher training certification, which I would highly recommend if you want to deep dive more into face yoga for yourself, but then at the end get a certification to be able to go and teach other people. So let me show you two of my favorite facial exercises for the jaw area. First one, we're going lips around the teeth, and we're bringing the lip corners up. We're going to bring the hands here, and we're going to gently go backwards. Now the fingers are in that position to smooth this area. And we're going to hold there. Don't worry if you're laughing with this, guys. It's completely normal to find the faces funny. And then we're coming back down. And let's take that twice more. So it's lifting the cheeks. It's helping to define the jawline. And come back. And then back down. And one more time. Lip corners up. Use the fingers to smooth this area. And back down. So I love that one for the jaw. Second one for lifting and defining the jaw. You turn your head to one side. You're bringing the tongue in the direction of the nose, lifting the chin up slightly. Hold there for about 15 seconds. Go to the other side. You can do exactly the same thing. So that's the third tip for the jawline area, facial exercise. So posture, facial massage, and facial exercise. That's going to help. Okay, next question that was asked is about dark circles under the eyes. Now, lots of reasons we get dark circles under the eyes. It can be genetics, it can be diet, it can be allergies, it can be intolerances, it can be products we're using, it can be lack of sleep, it can be stress, it can be so many reasons. It could be rubbing the eyes too much, it can be certain makeup that we wear, it can be all sorts of reasons we're getting those dark circles under the eyes. One of the big reasons, which most people tend to suffer from, is a bit of a sluggish circulation around that area and bit of sluggish lymphatic drainage. Now, particularly when we're stressed, when we're not massaging this area very often, when we're not drinking enough water, so when we're very dehydrated, perhaps we're not sleeping well, all of these things add up, and we find that our lymphatic drainage around this area is not working as effectively as it should. Maybe the blood circulation, the blood is not coming up to the top layer of skin and nourishing the skin. So lots of reasons we're getting these dark circles. So what can we do about it? First of all, we want to look at lifestyle. Yes, genetics can play a part, but remember that's usually about 20%. The other 80% is really lifestyle. So I would highly recommend you start off when it comes to dark circles, drinking more water, lots of fresh vegetables and fruits in your diet, good quality protein in your diet, making sure you get 8 hours sleep and reducing stress, so daily breathing and meditation. Really, really simple, all the things that we hear all the time, but often things that are quite difficult to fit into our day-to-day life. But that's what I would say starting number 1, so lifestyle for dark circles. Tip number 2 is massage around the eye area. So using your ring finger and just coming all the way around, nice and gently. And this gentle massage here is really helping give the lymphatic system a helping hand. Hopefully you can all see okay there. And feather light touch here. You don't want to be dragging the skin as you do this. This is also going to help reduce puffiness under the eyes and soften the appearance of lines and wrinkles in that area as well. So that really helps. So that's number 2 tip for dark circles. So lifestyle number 1, massage number 2, and number 3 is eye exercises, so eye movement. So we're going to place our hands onto our forehead, the forehead staying still. We overuse our forehead far too much. So this technique is really good because it's just going to allow you to keep that really still. You're going to open your eyes wide. Don't worry if you look a bit crazy with this, it's all part of the fun. We've got a muscle that surrounds the eye there, so the orbicularis oculi muscle all the way around the eye. So it's almost like a ring muscle that surrounds the eyes, and we're going to really engage that muscle there. We're then just going to go from one side to the other, really helping not only to engage the muscles, so reducing lines and wrinkles, but boosting blood circulation, so helping with dark circles under the eye area. And then you're going to look up and down nice and gently. These eye movements are so good if you get eye strain, if you want to reduce lines around the eyes, dark circles, puffiness. And all of these techniques, as I said, are in my 2 books, Danielle Collins' Face Yoga and the Face Yoga Journal. Bit red there now from that technique, plus it's super hot here today in the UK. Don't know what the weather is in other places around the world, but it is boiling here, and I am under a ring light as well, so even more busy. Okay, so we've got more questions, guys. What pose can reduce dullness in the skin? Okay, so if you've got dull skin, what you want to do is again boost the blood circulation. So you're going to use all your fingers and you're going to tap over the skin. Probably one of my favorite techniques. You can do this when applying product to your skin. If you guys watch me regularly, you will know that I love Fusion by Danielle Collins Pro Lift Moisturising Serum, because you can do all your face yoga with it. It's that lovely glide, so it has almost like a light oil-like consistency, but you can use it instead of your regular moisturiser. You can keep it on your skin so it's non-greasy, it's not going to clog your pores, and unlike lots of creams, in fact all creams, it's going to get to the middle layer of your skin, so it's really going to nourish deep down into that dermis where your collagen and your elastin lie. So for dull skin, tip 1 is doing this massage. Tip 2 is drink lots of water. Really important. If your skin's looking dull, it's probably dehydrated. And tip 3 is do some yoga for the body, particularly forward folds are very good. Things like downward dog is great. Child's pose is really good. Anything where you're bringing that fresh blood to the skin, that's going to nourish the skin, and it's really going to help reduce dullness in the skin. Okay, question here, how would you reduce nasal labial folds? So anyone that doesn't know what nasal labial folds, this area here, how do we reduce them? Okay, a few tips for that area as well. Our first tip is to do massage on that area. So 2 fingers here, obviously I have lots of massages on this. So we're going to use 2 fingers here, keeping the skin nice and taut. Other finger coming up. Nice and gently. Now it depends here, if you just applied a little bit of your oil or your Fusion by Danielle Collins moisturising serum, you're going to get more glide into this movement. If you're doing this on dry skin, first of all, do make sure that your fingers are clean whenever you're touching the skin, but you may want to go a little bit gentler so you're not dragging the skin. You can do that both sides. That really works beautifully there. So that would be tip number 1 for nasal labial folds, doing a massage. Tip number 2 for that area would be to not tense your jaw area when you're stressed or when you're concentrating. Now, I know this is really difficult, particularly if you're doing it without realizing it, maybe when you're sat at your desk, maybe when you're really concerned about something, maybe you're doing it at night. But as soon as we tense our jaw, we tend to really create lines in this area. So relaxing the jaw, something like doing a lion's pose is a great way to do that. So you can and really open that area, or even just soften the tension in the jaw. It's going to really help reduce those nasal labial folds. So that would be second tip for nasal labial folds. First one, massage. Second one, reduce your stress in your jaw. And your third one would be to include things that help to boost the collagen in your skin in your diet. So I'd really recommend increasing your vitamin C. That's one of the best things you can do to help with the production of collagen and elastin actually in your skin. So foods high in vitamin C. You may want to take a collagen supplement as well. I use one from Rejuvenated, and actually I've got a discount code. So send me a message if you want the discount code, or put a comment later and I can put that for you. But ideally, if you send me a message, that's the best way. So really just try and use sort of collagen supplement, or even vitamin C, taking it through your food, or vitamin C supplement. On protein as well, that's going to help with that building of that collagen. It's going to give your skin that bounce back. As we age, we lose our collagen each year from about the age of 18. So that's why those nasal labial folds appear deeper as we age. So they're the 3 tips for nasal labial folds. We're actually doing everything in 3s today. Top 3 tips for everything. And what I'll do, guys, is I'll post this on my my YouTube channel as well for you, so you can re-watch this as well. I'm just looking what other questions we have got. Please save this. I will save it, do not worry. Lovely to see you all, considering this was an impromptu live. It's so nice to see you. Let me see. Sorry guys, I'm just going to try and go through so I can get all your questions. Lots of lovely comments. So nice to see where you are in the world, and saying very nice things as well. Let me have a little look. Okay, question. I'm 43. If I start face yoga now, how much time every day should I do? Well, I'm 40, so we're in the 40 club together. I would say you do need to do it every day at whatever age you are. So whether you're starting this at 20, whether you're starting this at 70, 80 or beyond, doing something every day, that's how you see results. So first of all, you want to make that commitment. It's like with anything. It's like if we go and do an exercise class. It's like if we go and do a yoga class. If we just do it once, then what tends to happen is we feel good afterwards. We've got that lovely boost of energy, blood circulation, we feel the muscles have had a workout. But it's when we commit to doing it regularly is when we start to see those changes, or feel those inner changes as well. And it's the same with face yoga. So commit every day, absolute minimum 1 minute per day. So pretty much all my techniques, whether you're looking at either of my books, whether you're doing my teacher training course, whether you're doing my 10-day course, whatever you're doing, they're usually 1 minute techniques. So you may want to pull out a 1 minute technique and say, right, I'm going to start with that. Or you may want to be a little bit more committed and go for 10 minutes or 20 minutes or 30 minutes every day. If you want to kickstart, I'd really recommend my 10-day course. If you go to faceyogaexpert.com/shop, that's faceyogaexpert.com/shop, you'll see my 10-day course on there. It's £29.99, so nearly £30 in UK pounds. And you get your videos for life. You get 10 minutes every day, which I recommend you do over a 10-day period. And you can repeat this as many times as you like after the 10 days. You get a full digital copy of my book, Danielle Collins Face Yoga, and it's a great way just to kickstart it in 10 days, 10 minutes a day, and really start to see those results on your skin. Okay guys, so let me take 2 more questions. I was only going to make it a super short live today, but it's so nice to see so many of you have turned up. Okay, so something for eye sagging is the next question. Okay, so what I did earlier, any movements of the eyes is really, really good. Any massage around the eyes, so earlier we did this one when we were talking about dark circles, that's really good. The flirty eyes technique is great as well. And you can add that into your routine. So doing your massages, doing your eye movements and doing your flirty eyes technique is a great one to do. Okay, let me have a look. Hello everyone. Let me see, let's do another question before I head off. Okay, last question here. Please recommend an exercise for sagging under eye area and sagging cheeks, or eye area and cheeks. So I'm presuming means sagginess of the cheeks. So I've done a few eyes. Let me show you the cheek area. So what I recommend is you puff the cheeks out full of air, bring the fingers over this area and then transfer the air from cheek to cheek. Okay, so what I'm doing with that is I'm bringing the air from cheek to cheek, I'm bringing my fingers and I'm keeping them nice and smooth around this area. So I'm keeping the skin, nice and smooth around this area. And what that's doing is not creating any little lines here, because with face yoga, we don't want to create lines, we want to do the opposite. So that's what I would really recommend. You do that one, technique number 1, for any sagging in the cheek. And actually, because all the muscles are attached in the face, it will help your eye area as well. So I know you're asking about the eye area too. Second technique, you keep both cheeks puffed out full of air. Again, use the fingers to smooth and then tap. And you can do about 30 seconds one side and about 30 seconds the other side. And final one, you're going to bring your lips in, lip corners up, fingers here, and hold. Hold for 10 seconds. You're really feeling all those cheek muscles engaging there. Take a breath there. And release. And you can do that twice more. So that is what I would recommend, the 3 techniques for the cheek area. Okay guys, so any questions, drop me a DM. For all the things I've mentioned today, so the 10-day course, both of my books, the Fusion by Danielle Collins serum, the Teach Training course, all that, you can go to faceyogaexpert.com. And if you want to know the code for the collagen supplement, then if you're watching this on YouTube, that will be the notes underneath. If you're watching this on Instagram, just drop me a DM. Have a lovely day, everybody, and let's do this again soon, because it's been far too long since I've done a live. Take care. Bye bye.